Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Ryal Thomas. This evening topic is relationships. I'm going to be using my own personal experiences as well as my own observations when it comes to talking about relationships. You know, 9 times out of 10, we all happen to be in one or we have been in a relationship. So, without any further ado, let me go ahead and jump right into this. There is no relationship that I feel that is perfect. You know, in a relationship, you're going to have problems. You're going to have your ups and downs. And if you actually are deeply involved and serious about a committed relationship, you're not only entering into the relationship on the level of having a relationship, you're entering into a partnership because everything that you do, and especially if it's a committed relationship, you're sharing it with someone. You're sharing it with the woman or the man that you love. And that becomes a partnership of feelings, a partnership of maybe financial support for one another, just a partnership of just sharing your life together. So, and when you're doing this, you must keep in mind that you must first love yourself. You must love yourself to the point where that you can give love and that you can receive love. Because in a lot of relationships, a lot of people want to receive more than they're willing to give. And that doesn't say that all relationships are like that, but let's just be real. There are some relationships that expect one partner is expecting a lot more than the other. And if you feel that way in a relationship, you need to sit down and talk to your partner. Because without communication and without being honest about what you expect out of the relationship, there are going to be some times where some discomfort will come. If you're thinking about one thing as far as moving ahead in life, and your partner is thinking about another thing as far as being comfortable, like they want to stay where they are, they are just fine with that. It's nothing wrong with that as long I feel as if you're happy. If you're happy and you're content with what's going on, then so be it. But if you have in your mind that you want to do other things in life or do other things in the relationship, you must express that. You must talk about that. You must let your partner know that there has to be an even ground somewhere, because if you're pulling to the right and he's pulling to the left, man, we're not getting anywhere. So things like that need to be discussed. And if it appears that I'm going to be jumping around from subject to subject, topic to topic, because I am, because like I said, I'm not an expert, but I've been on this earth long enough and been involved in relationships where I feel that I've made mistakes and sometimes you're just not compatible. Sometimes you're just not compatible to give your partner what he or she wants. And that doesn't happen overnight because an introduction can be very misleading. Sometimes a person can be lonely and they let their loneliness, they mistake their loneliness for love because they're so lonely, they want to accept any type of feeling, any type of emotion, any type of attention as being an attention of love. And that's not necessarily the case because everything that looks good and feel good in the beginning may not be what you think or what you expect it to be in the future. It's just like looking at a good meal and man, it smells good, it tastes good, and all of a sudden, an hour later, your stomach is upset. So you have to be realistic when you're looking at someone possibly being your partner. And I will say this as well: be very careful. Be extremely careful, when you start to share your past relationship with the present relationship or a potential relationship that's in the process of coming about. Because sometimes people use that information to fit in, to kind of like do a psych job on you. And a lot of people say, well, I just want to be honest. I want to do this, I want to do that. It's not the point of being honest, it's the point of being careful. You have to be careful because you have to understand some people are coming out of relationships where they have been told by their partner, they have been told terrible things. Let me just be candid. They have been told some very ugly, mean things, and that person leaves that relationship with a chip on their shoulder, with a soreness in their spirit. And when they have that chip on their shoulder and a soreness in their spirit, their guards are up. But then when they think they have found someone that truly may love them, you cannot let the past, your past relationship, dictate to you how and how not to act. Because people leave relationships feeling mentally abused. I mean, feeling like, man, what did we do for this last few years? What did we do for in these last 10 months? What did we actually accomplish? See, don't let no one beat you up mentally. Never do that. Because, let me just again be candid, because people that happen to be predators within trying to get someone that they can control. And because with this feeling that you may feel that you screwed up in your past relationship, based on what this individual may have told you, you allow that control to come in. And you wind up removing yourself from being in control of yourself. You just turn it all over to the new person and let them think for you, let them talk for you, let them act for you. You become a robot, not realizing that you're dealing with some emotional baggage from your past relationship. See, you're still a human being. You still need to be loved. So don't let you being lonely make a decision for you to get involved with someone when this individual may or may not have good intentions. That's one thing you don't want to do, is start to use someone as a counselor in a relationship, because you're revealing too much. See, sometimes you just need to let the relationship grow and see what it grows into. See how it feels. Put this person in different situations and see how this individual reacts. And hopefully I can say this, and I think I will. Don't try to let sex be the answer to you feel that may be a solution to getting a new partner to come your way, male or female, don't care. Don't think that that's going to be the answer. And do not let anyone pressure you into the bedroom. Do not let anyone pressure you into the bedroom. I don't care if it has been 4 months, 5 months, a year without those type of activities, because people can pick up on things when you're hungry. And see, when you're hungry, man, you can almost feed a person anything because you're hungry for love. You're hungry for attention. See, be aware that you're in that state right now, that state of, I don't know what I should do. And sometimes it's best just to sit still. Just sit still for a moment. And for individuals that happen to be single out there, and you may be saying, well, it's no one here. I can't find anyone. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Well, see, sometimes change is good. Instead of going to that same old grocery store that you used to go to because you know where all the items are and what aisle they're on, sometimes it pays to go, even if it's a half a mile out the way, even a mile out the way. You're entering to a different environment around different people. And when you make change, you'll be surprised how it opens up your eye, how it makes you feel. You may run across someone that you haven't seen in years, and they may say, hey, so-and-so, we're having a cookout this weekend. Why don't you come? I haven't seen you in a while. And you may go there and meet the love of your life. Meet the love of your life. You may take a certain route home, and because the traffic will be this way, the traffic will be that way, sometime take a different route. Get a different view. Get a different picture of things. See, when you see things differently, you start to feel differently. And these are the things that we need to see and feel in order to feel good about ourselves. We need to feel that. We need to feel that. We need to look at the sun. We need to look between the trees. We need to look at the birds flying. We need to hear the birds chirping. We need to become one with nature so we can become one with ourselves and understand that when we do that and feel that, just can't know anyone come your way. When you're in tune with yourself, in tune with your wants and dislikes, you can read a person right from the beginning. So don't be so easy to say yes to someone because he may look a certain way or she may look a certain way. No. You have to look at the heart. You have to look at what's important to you. And let me hit on something else. Like I said, I'm jumping around because I want to. I'm going to say something about individuals that happen to be seeing married men or married women. First of all, you're fighting a battle when you're dealing with a man that's married. You're fighting a battle. First of all, you're showing no respect to the marriage. And another thing, you're not showing any respect to yourself. When you're dealing with a married man or a married woman, you're up against some stuff. Because the reality of it is, let's just use a woman dealing with a married man. That married man, wife, she knows the temperature of his tub water. She knows what his favorite food is. She knows how to help him with his choice of clothes to wear. She is a partner. She's part of this man. She's part of this man. So if you think that you can slip in and just undo all of what she knows, you may want to rethink that. Because if you're not doing all of this for him, and all you're doing is other activities that we need not talk about, why would you sell yourself that cheap? Do you think this man is going to up and leave his wife when he may have kids by her? They may have a bank account together. They may own property together. They just are one. And for you to ease on in there and think that's going to be an easy thing to do, you're wrong. And see, some women will just sit back and won't say a word. They'll just sit back and be cool with everything because she know that you can't win her husband. And the same thing about a man and a woman. So vice versa. What I'm just saying is be careful. Understand what you're dealing with. Matter of fact, if you can avoid dealing with it, then don't deal with it. And if you want to know a secret, let me tell you this. For you women or men that may happen to be dealing in a situation like that, go to the one that you're dealing with and say, hey, I think I'm going to get out and move in and like to move in with you, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Because I'm tired of this and I'm tired of that. You watch what happened then. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're moving too fast. We're not ready for this, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. See, when you call the bluff of a fantasy type love, the reality sets in real quick to let you know, now you stay in your place. Now we can't do all this, but you just stay in your place. But see, you may be not realizing that there is someone out there for you that will give you that time. There is someone out there for you that will be there during the holidays. There is someone out there for you that will hold you at night. See, I'm trying to help you as well as myself, I should say, that we have to look at things realistically. You know, we get to a point and we get to a certain age and we say to ourselves, okay, enough is enough. I can only handle one relationship at a time. You get to that point because you get tired of the mental work that's needed, not even talking about the physical work that's needed as well. You get to a point where you're tired and you get comfortable with someone that you can say you love. You get comfortable with that one person, and that's the way I feel that it should be. How are you going to make a phone call to 3 and 4 different people all day long? When are you going to find time to work? When are you going to find time to be productive? And if you have someone that's just lying around, doing nothing, you need to maybe seek counseling, or maybe other things need to be taken into consideration. Because as long as you allow someone to sit around and do nothing and you still take care of the bills, what gives them the motivation or the encouragement to get up and do something? See, these are the things that I feel that we should look at. We need to look at it. When you talk about sharing your life with someone, you better make sure you have the right partner to a certain degree. Now, relationships change, feelings change, emotions change. I understand all of that. But you should be aware that changes are being made in a positive direction if you love that person. If you cannot see it and you are not aware that it's happening, man, we only get one chance at this life, and we don't need to babysit one another. A relationship is about partnership. That's what a relationship is about. And regardless of how long it lasts, whether it's a few months or few years or maybe decades, it should be at the top of the list. It should be at the top of the list to bring about happiness, to bring about joy. And if you're going home and you're tiptoeing around the house and taking the long way home because you really don't want to be there, you really don't want to hear this person's mouth this evening, excuse me, you've had a bad day at work, and now you know when you go home, you're going to have a bad day at home. If this is happening 2 or 3 or 4 times a week, you better start getting on board with what you need to do to bring about some changes. First and foremost, if you love that person, you need to sit down and talk to that person. Let this person know that you're uncomfortable with this situation, with this feeling. You know, and if nothing can be done, don't rob each other, man. Don't rob each other because you're just doing something because you're used to it. Man, let that person go live. Let that person go enjoy their life. And just because that person is not right for you, it doesn't mean that they are a bad person. It just means exactly what I just said. They're just not right for you. They may go out and find someone that they are extremely, extremely in love with, that they're extremely happy with, because there's somebody for everyone. There's somebody out there. Now, you can't keep running around complaining that no one is there when you're doing and going to the same old places. Circulate yourself. Put yourself around people that's trying to do something, people that want to become something or someone. And I'm not saying that people who doesn't become what they want to become are no one. I'm just saying that we need to be real with ourselves and understand that, hey, I need love. I want to be loved. But make sure you're in a position to give love. And if you are a person of wealth, don't start doing that. Don't start taking them out, buying them everything, trying to win them over. Because then that means they're not looking at you. They're looking at the benefits in which you may be offering. You want someone to love you for you, not because of the material things that you have, not because of the position that you hold. You want somebody when they reach over and hold you and kiss you, you want to feel that compassion. You want to know that this is a real kiss. This is someone who's holding me so tight to the point where I'm almost sinking inside of them. You know, don't let your loneliness make you feel that you have to accept anything. You're worth more than that. You're worth more than that. So for individuals that happen to be looking for love, and, I'm just asking to know what you're bringing into your life, to understand that this is your life. This is a life that you choose. And this is a person that you choose to be with. Date for a while. Go out for a while. Laugh and joke for a while. Let that be the icing on the cake, but you got to see the ingredients first. And the ingredients would be this person's character, this person's warmth, this person's everything. Let sex be the icing on the cake. So don't think because you may be able to perform this or to perform that. When you do things like that, people are judging you. Your partner, he's judging you. If it's a gentleman taking you out and he doesn't even reach over to try to kiss you, that's a good thing. If he's just taking you out laughing and joking and y'all have a nice dinner and he gets out and walks you to the door and stuff like, yeah, it may be old school and everything, but still, it's showing respect. It's showing respect. And I will say this, last but not least, I know there's a new generation, I know there's a new time and everything, but be careful about these Facebook connections and things of such. Sometimes you're not even talking to the person that they have sent this picture that you're looking at may not even be them. And I'm not saying that long distance relationships cannot happen, but 9 times out of 10, if somebody's 1,000 miles away, what are you gonna do? Fly them over here? What are you gonna do? And the biggest thing is this: the first time they start to ask for money, from my understanding, I think a lot of people do that. You need to question that. You need to question that, because how does friendship leads into a relationship based off money? Maybe that was their intent. Maybe their intentions were to get money. It may be 10 or 15 or 20 people like you that they are talking to. So be careful with that, because you deserve more. You deserve love right here in your presence. So again, don't let your situation and circumstances dictate to you who you need to see, who you need to be with. Because see, love is very deep. Love is very powerful. And when you feel love, you will know it's love. This has been a very, very interesting conversation. Within the conversation, I realized some things about myself. Kind of awkward, but it's true, because I've been there, and everything I just finished talking about, like I said, it was my opinion. It's just my opinion and my observations. Like I said, I'm at that age where I feel that I can speak on it comfortably. But you are in charge of your life, and you deserve to have the best thing in your life. I want to thank you all for tuning in. I'm Ryal Thomas, and I will talk to you guys next week. Thank you very much.